Hello and welcome back to the Eastside Edition. As usual, we'll be doing a 5-ish minute video covering all of last week's news. This episode will be slightly longer than usual because we have a special interview with Nicole Osness, who recently won the Scholastic Art and Writing Competition for her piece, Quarantine Life. Unfortunately, we do not have a pet in our pet spotlight this week. If you'd like your pet featured, please contact either me at jensen230 at ist271.org or Joshua Coval at jcoval at ist271.org. In Kennedy Club news, the Gay Straight Alliance will be meeting next Monday, April 19th, after school. If you are interested in attending, please contact Cory Elsmore. In other club news, the Green Club needs volunteers for its tree plenishing on Saturday, April 24th. If you are interested, please click the link in the description. In the College and Career Center this week, on Tuesday, April 21st, 10th and 11th graders can sign up for the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Test. On Thursday, April 23rd, the Career Center will be hosting a speaker from Viterbo University at 1 p.m. Later, at 2 p.m., they'll be hosting a speaker from Carroll University. In Kennedy Sports News, please see the calendar on screen for upcoming events. The boys' track team unfortunately came last in their most recent meet, with Sam Keefe running the 800, Emmanuel Popoka the 200, and Elijah Kraft-Baidu triple jumping 37 feet 4 inches. The girls' track team also had a meet and lost to Benilde St. Margaret's. Boys baseball lost Jefferson 15-3, and the girls' lacrosse team lost their most recent match 17-1. We're sorry for the disparity in information. We're working on setting up our systems for getting more information as we switch to the spring season, and that's all the information the Metro West Conference site had. We'll have more information next week. In other news, on Wednesday, April 21st, 11th graders will be taking the statewide assessment in mathematics, and 10th graders will be taking the statewide assessment in reading. On test day, report directly to your testing room by 8:50 a.m. The room that you're assigned to test in will be emailed to you by the end of the week. Please check your email for updates. Bring your Chromebook fully charged. Testing will conclude at 10:25 a.m. Buses will be here for pickup at 10:30 a.m. Testing makeup days will be on May 5th and 6th. If you have any questions, please send an email to your testing teacher. 9th and 12th graders will have an asynchronous distance learning day on Wednesday. In local news, the trial of Jarek Chauvin for the murder of George Floyd is ongoing. As the trial nears its end with closing arguments and jury deliberations set to begin Monday, another case is just beginning. Kim Potter has been charged with second-degree manslaughter after fatally shooting Daunte Wright at a traffic stop Sunday, not from where the trial is being held. Depending on when you're watching this, the next part may be outdated, but there's a school walkout on Monday, April 19th at 1, organized by Minnesota teen activists. They are asking anyone participating to wear black clothing and black masks. In global news, the United States has pulled out from the war in Afghanistan. President Biden said that there were to be 0 troops in Afghanistan by September 11th. In other news, the US and European Union are entering talks with Iran to hopefully reach a new nuclear peace deal. All parties are hoping to gain something from the talks. For Iran, the reduction of oil tariffs, and for the US and EU, slowing the spread of nuclear weapons. North Korea is expected to weigh in as well. And at long last, here's our interview with Nicole Osness. Hey Eagles, I'm with Nicole Osness today to talk to her about her art piece called Quarantine Life. She won the Scholastic Art and Writing Competition for. So first off, tell us about the competition, the parameters, the prompts, the whatever.
Yeah. So basically, I wasn't even sure. I didn't even know that Ms. Schuer put my art or put my photo into the competition at first. She emailed me, told me she was going to enter it. And basically, all the most that I know about the competition is that it went through a competition with other people in Minnesota. And it competed with other people there. And then that's when I won the Gold Key Award. If you win a Gold Key Award, that means I won in the state with a couple other people, and then you move on to the national level, and then nationally you compete with other people around the United States. I'm pretty sure. No, it could be further. I don't know how big this competition goes, but you compete with other people. That's not just in the state, and then I won the gold award for that.
What does winning this mean to you? I know it was a shock probably.
Yeah, I didn't even know the competition existed at first. It was definitely shocking when I saw the results. I didn't expect me to go that far in the competition. However, I mean, the judges, differ every year. They're always looking for something different. It's so subjective that you really don't know what they're looking for. So you enter something in and you see what they like.
So tell us about the creative process that went into this piece. Like, aside from the obvious COVID-19 pandemic, did anything in particular inspire you to make this particular piece? Was there like a reference piece or a reference event or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was an assignment. That's how it came about. I was taking photography with Monsieur when the pandemic hit, and so we were doing everything from home. And actually, I think just being at home made everybody more creative. Um, but so we were the cloning a photo or multiple photos together was the assignment. So we practiced, and I got my sister to help me, and that's what we did for the piece. There wasn't really like any like deep thought that went into it. I just thought the best way to get the point across that I cloned my sister and that it wasn't like her just like there in the kitchen.
Zipping
So
around.
yeah, exactly.
How did you convince your sister to help you with this?
It didn't take much convincing. During quarantine, we spent a lot of time together. It was the only thing keeping us sane. We
Mhm.
just found multiple things to do.
As I'm sure a lot of people who are watching this can relate to. What's all the
For
stuff on the
sure.
counter? Just like food and stuff, or?
Yeah, it's all food. Working at home, being at home, eating at home. There's definitely a lot more cooking and a lot more baking. I feel like there's always something on the counter that we just made, or the normal bread and stuff that I feel like at least most families in America have on their counter.
Remember when like sourdough was the whole craze last year in the first wave of quarantine? That was fun.
Yes, for sure, for sure. I know so much baking and just like snacks, always snacking.
Oh yeah. Looking back, if you could change anything about it, would you, or was it happy with how it is?
Yeah, I definitely say my editing could it could have been better. It was like fine. You have to like really like look at it to see like at least for me, I could see things that I could have done better.
Mhm.
Um, but other than that, I think the whole idea of it was right there. I think it was creative thinking about it now. Like it really did represent what we were all going through last March. So
Mhm.
that was kind of cool, but definitely the editing part of it could have been a little better.
I think it looks amazing. It looks really cool.
Thank you.
Um, how long did it take to make like fully?
Yeah, so it took me a little bit to learn how to clone. You're using, all new different programs on the computer and stuff or your phone that
Mhm.
it's like you don't know how to do it unless you practice or unless you read the
Yeah.
directions. So the photo itself didn't take me very long. It was just um, learning how to do it, I think. And
Mhm.
then once I learned how to do it, it was pretty easy. I just, took multiple photos and then put them together. So yeah.
What was the most fun thing about making this piece? What was the most like challenging thing about doing it?
I think the most challenging was to figure out who I was going to clone or what I was going to clone in a photo. I don't exactly remember the assignment, but I think it had to like make somewhat sense and be creative. It
Mhm.
wasn't like, I don't know. It was just, I had to be creative with it and asking my sister to be in in the kitchen like that. I just had to think of different poses she could be in, and that was fun because it was fun to experience, like just like hanging out with her and figuring out what would be fun to do.
Would you recommend taking a photography class for people who are maybe on the fence about registering for it?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely take a photography class. It was such a fun experience. You learn how to take real photos. People take for granted the photos they get to take on their phones. Um, but if you actually learn what goes into taking a good photo, I feel like it's a whole new door that's open. You learn so much more and you learn how to take a quality photo. So,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
renowned to be a bad photographer in my family, so I might end up doing
Yeah,
that.
no, it's no, it's so fun, and Miss Shore teaches you how to do everything. Um, and she's a great photographer too. So
Thank you so much, and huge congratulations on your artwork and on winning the award, and very best of luck to you in
thank
the
you,
future.
thank you very much.
That's our show. If you have any news or stories you would like featured or would like to help out, please contact either me at Jensen230 at isgsun1.org, or Joshua Coval at jcoval@isd271.org. Thank you and have a great week.